Greetings. I'm the Computer King, the supervillain of streaming. And this is Emma, my lovely kitty cat. One of them. I have 3. Today, I'll be playing Magic the Gathering Arena, and Emma can't decide where she wants to be. Ah. You want to be on the desk? Ah, cats. You gonna knock down something, hon? Say hi to the people. What do you want? No, you just want to sit there and take up my space. Oh, fine. I will play Magic the Gathering Arena with you in my arm. Yeah, you can purr. So, if you haven't noticed, it's different. Sealed Ravnica Allegiance is the main game, and the draft of Guilds of Ravnica is going away, and the Ravnica Allegiance draft is on its way in. You're still here. She really wants attention. I just gave her a whole bunch. And then when I saw she wanted to be up here, I figured she could be on camera. And that purr is happy. So, for those of you who might not have noticed, I only have 100 gold up there. That's because I spent the other 27,000 on packs. And those of you who play this game, if you redeem the code PLAYALLEGIANCE, capital P and capital A in Allegiance, you'll get 3 packs. That's why I have 30, not 27. I will not be opening them 10 at a time. Because there are so many cards I haven't seen, even though yesterday I spent 11.5 hours. Wow. 11.5 hours playing. So. Ooh, I hit open by 10, didn't I? I didn't mean to do that. Well, the first 10, I got myself a Mythic Rare Wild and a Rare Wild and Plaza of Harmony. Gain 3 life if I have 2 gates. And I can tap it for 1 mana of any type that a gate could produce. Nice. Revival and Revenge. Orzhov cards. Straight to the battlefield. Nice. And the other half, double my life, and target opponent loses half their life. This is nice. Especially coupled with Fraying Omnipotence. Font of Agonies. Whenever you pay life, pay that many blood counters on Font of Agonies. Remove 4 blood counters from it and destroy target creature. I don't like paying life, but I will do it occasionally. Tome of the Guild Pack. Whenever you cast a multicolored spell, draw a card. And add 1 mana of any color. It's a little expensive, though. And the Glass of the Guild Pack. I think the Guild Pack it features prominently in this set. Multicolored creatures you control get +1/+1. I like that. And look, here's a multicolored creature. Lavinia, Azorius Renegade. You can't. Opponent can't cast non-creature spells with a converted mana cost greater than the number of lands they control. So if somebody's playing elf shenanigans, it slows them down. Or mana rocks. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, if no mana was spent to cast it, counter the spell. So if someone plays Omnipotence, I mean Omniscience, they're fucked. Benthic Biomancer. He's a Merfolk Wizard Mutant. Adapt 1, and when he puts draw a card and discard a card when he gets a counter. Rixmadi Reveler. He's happy. If his spectacle cost is way higher than his normal cost and includes black, when he enters the battlefield, discard a card, then draw a card. Or if you paid that big old spectacle cost, discard your hand and draw 3 cards, which is great when you don't have any cards in your hand. Because I accidentally hit that button, let me look at the other cards. Ravnica Allegiance. Resolute Watchdog. That's a good boy. He protects, he attacks, and sometimes he sacrifices. Prowling Caracal. Destroy an artifact or enchantment, and scry. Ministrant of Obligation. When the price of your sins comes due, the Church of Deals is there to collect. Archway Angel. 2 life for every gate you control, which is nice if you have a lot of gates. Watchful Giant costs the same amount, but he's a 36. And he comes with a little 1/1 human creature. Loitering is not only illegal, but unwise, since those who stay too long in one place are apt to be stepped on. Sage's Row Savant, scry 2 when he shows up. And the streets of Ravnica are full of former guild members, now using their institutional skills for personal gain. Ew. I remember this card. Yuck. Relax, it's quite harmless and it will dissolve completely in a month or 2. Eyes everywhere. This is the nightmare. And a really nasty one too. Sure, at the beginning of your upkeep, you scry 1. That's nice. But for 6, you exchange it for a target non-land permanent. You just go, I'll take that, please. And they go, what? But I want, that's mine. Oh, you can have the scry every turn. Oh, you're not using blue, so you can't really do anything else but scry 1 every upkeep. But if you want to add insult to injury, haha. Hey, Dom, Poison TV, how are you doing? Eyes everywhere. You know what you do after you exchange control with it? You use a boomerang spell to bounce it back to your hand. And then the other guy goes, but wait, but... And you go, oh, sorry about that. Too bad it costs 6 to do, though. A little expensive. But the scrying's very helpful. Senate Courier. Prying Eyes. Here's another eye spell. What does it? Draw 4 cards and discard 2 cards. So it's basically this Dimir Spybug without the Dimir being in control of it. It's an Azorius Spybug, basically. Cute. Thirsting Shade, +1/+1 for 3 mana. Blade Brand. You get Death Touch. Hmm. Ooh. Okay. The magic of full control mode just jumped in my head. Someone has a whole bunch of creatures lined up against you, and you know they've killed all your creatures off. All you have is 3 red, 1 and a couple of black mana. You go to full control mode. You cast, what's his name? Goblin Chain Whirler. After it hits the table, but before its power goes off, you cast Blade Brand on him, giving him Death Touch. All of a sudden, all those creatures lined up against you, gone. He Death Touches all of them. That is nice. I like that. Here's the Vindictive Vampire. He's a little expensive for what he does, but he'll do the trick. Rakdos Trumpeter. Comes a 3/3 with 4 mana. One of them red. He's really in on that hairstyle there. Grotesque Demise. The quote: "A debtor's soul has little value, except as a warning to others who might consider defaulting on their loans. Ubea, Orzhov Ministrant." Blade Juggler. Spectacle. Oh, it's cheaper with Spectacle. Does 1 damage to me and I draw a card when it comes out. Too bad there's so many other cheaper cards to do that. One is a 1/1. Although a 3/2 for 3 is that does that is pretty nice. Clear the stage. Wow, that's a lot. Oh, that's expensive. This is a card that needs a Spectacle cost. Debtor's Transport. By design, the sarcophagus muffles the debtor's moans, but does not silence them. It's this big beefy thing that's carrying a sarcophagus on its back, and if you kill it, it opens up and a couple of spirits pop out. I guess it's pretty kind of cool that they brought back thralls, because thralls are weird. Here's a spear spewer. If you gave him lifelink, he'd be great. He does 2 damage, 1 of them to you, 1 to the opponent, and you get 2. So basically, you gain 1 life, and they lose 1. There's a Gravelhide Goblin. He's got a green power. Gotcha. There's that Mighty Reveler. Scorch Mark. It's I said this yesterday. This is a less damaging lava coil, but I think lava coil is a sorcery, so this makes it a little bit better and more worth the 2 mana. Light up the stage. Exile the top 2 cards of your library. Till the end of my next turn, I can play those cards. And the end of my next turn. That's cool. The creature's running around breathing fire onto lanterns. That's funny. Skewer those critics. This is a sorcery, though, so it's a little bit slower than the old lightning bolt from way back. Rubble Belt Recluse. Rumbling Ruin. I see. This is definitely a Gruul card. So if you have a whole bunch of +1/+1 counters on your creatures, and Rumbling Ruin comes out, people can't block unless they have a creature that's got power greater than all those counters combined. That's a game ender. Right, open the gates. Ooh, it puts a gate in my hand. That's great. I still have to put it into play, and I probably won't have to do it next turn. And it comes into play tapped. Tap an untapped creature. Add 1 mana of any color. So I'm tapping 2 creatures to make 1 mana. That's a big acorn, lady. Here's the Root Snare. So Fog is still round. Just has a different name. I mean, the same name, different picture. The Adapt guy. Boar is mean. Titanic Brawl. So it's just a fight thing. Whoever wins, the neighborhood loses. It's like Godzilla versus the shark monster there. Sagittarius Volley. That'll clear away a bunch of Orzhov spirits. Trollbred Guardian, or Troll Frog Guardian. Gives trample. That's nice. There's Lavinia. Whenever opponent casts a spell, yeah. Sphinx of New Prav. Spells your opponents cast at target, it costs 2 more to cast. Here's an addendum card. Draw 2 cards, gain 2 life. Here's a final payment. Pay 5 life or sacrifice a creature or enchantment. Destroy target creature. Right. And it's an instant. Nice. Here's the old lady. Revival Revenge. I saw that before. Yep. A nice locket. Fancy. Vizkopa Vampire. 3/1 lifelink. That's nice. It doesn't fly though. Orzhov vampires look for allies in unlikely places in case their new guildmaster turns on them. The fate of the Obzedat is proof of Kaya's power and her hatred of the living dead. Here's another Thrall. Them Thralls is ugly. Surprised the pigeons are staying near it. Like these 4, yeah, 4 over here. They're not freaking out and running away like the other 3. And that thing has some sharp talons. When grasping Thrall enters the battlefield, 2 damage to each opponent, and I gain 2 life. Nom nom nom. Oh, is there a quote? Debts due, debts due. The Thrall's screeching makes children flinch and debtors quail. Debt due. Debt due? Really? It's a noise that a bird would make, yeah. Carnival of Carnage. And 1 damage, or 3 damage, and discard a card. 2 cards. Rafter Demon. Makes things... That's a pretty good spectacle cost for an extra treat. Just 1 more mana. Get the point. Zerta Goblin. Among the Zerta clan, goblins are the first to enter battle fury. When the battle is over, the survivors feel frothing at the mouth, looking for someone to hit. Rubble Slinger. Tear down the city lie by lie, then throw it back at the liars, stone by stone. Viashino Warrior. Pretty cool. I like the fact that he's got a knife in either hand, a knife tied to his foot, and a knife tied to his tail. He is really out there cutting. Can't be blocked by tokens, because tokens are apparently really afraid of knives. Alright. Savage Smash, which is just like Savage Stomp, except for a little bit different. Applied Biomancy. Here's a Simic Locket. Shark the Crab. Sharktopus was a funny movie, and it really knew that it was just silly. Multicolored creature you control, get +1/+1. Yeah. Whenever you cast a multicolored spell, draw a card. These 2 go together. And this Sphinx is all colors. It's on. He's even got a gem for each color on him. So either he's very fancy, or he's Thanos. Hexproof from monocolored. That's pretty powerful. Too bad there's so many multicolored cards that could be used on him. Alright, now let's look at the packs 1 by 1. Quench, Gruul Locket, Undercity's Embrace. Opponent sacrifices a creature. If I control a creature with power 4 or greater, I gain 4 life. But that's pretty good. They have to sacrifice it, which means it can take out a hexproof critter. Brush Strider. Looks like a very confused proto-giraffe. Resolute Watchdog. Windstorm Drake. And, finally, Ethereal Absolution, which is quite nice. I lost a card just because I cast a 1/1. And they had that out and I forgot. Because it just dies. And you can exile a card from your opponent's graveyard. If it was a creature, you know, make a spirit. Nice. Next. Biogenic Upgrade. 3 +1/+1 counters Then double the +1/+1 counters on each of those creatures. So it's 6 +1/+1 counters. If the creature doesn't have any +1/+1 counters on it to begin with. Oh, that's a lot of counters if it already has some. Tin Street Dodger. Tin Street Dodger can't be blocked this turn except by creatures with Defender.
That giant didn't even see me, let alone catch me. I was close enough to smell him. Of course, that's not saying much.
Catacomb Crocodile. Coral Commando. Concordia Pegasus. What makes a frog lizard any worse than a bird horse? Prejudice against the Simic, that's what. It's unfair. He has a point. There's the Undercity's Embrace. He's being hugged by... I just realized he's being hugged by Cthulhu. Isn't that nice? And the Biggie. And Riz Forerunners. Not only is he a 7/7 with Vigilance, Trample, and Haste that costs 8. Other creatures you control get +2/+2 and gain Vigilance and Trample. It's a one creature riot. Next deck. Pack, whatever. Cavalcade of Calamity. Whenever a creature I control with power 1 or less attacks, Cavalcade of Calamity deals 1 damage to the player or planeswalker that creature is attacking. So block all you want. I still hit them. This goes with any goblin deck that doesn't have a goblin +1/+1 creature in it. Frenzied Arynx, otherwise known as a Lynx. Fish Crab. Fairy Duelist. Fairies are easily offended and quick to exact a quirky revenge. There's Titanic Brawl again, and the biggie, Domri. He said something. I have my sound turned down. I have my sound turned down. I have to fix that. SFX. Voice. I'll even turn the music up. And turn off the classical for now. I want to see Domri. I won't get to know what he said until I play him sometime. Domri Chaosbringer. Add 1 green or 1 red. If that mana is spent on a creature, it gains Riot. Look at the top 4 cards, reveal up to 2 creature cards from among them, and put them into your hand. And the emblem just makes a big 4/4 every turn. At least it's on the end step and not the upkeep. So that's my first mythic out of the set. Fireblade Artist. Sacrifice some other creature. He does 2 damage. Gyre Engineer. Makes mana. Hey Levolution, how you doing? Knight of Sorrows. Rafter Demon. Quench with the smug face girl. Ill-gotten inheritance. Well, good morning to you two. Steeple Creeple. I mean Creeper. And the big boy, Gutter Bones, otherwise known as what is it called? Reanimating skeleton that only reanimates if you could cast him again, and with spectacle. He's not that great of a rare. Not that great. Windstorm Drake, Resolute Watchdog, Sorform Hybrid. Bring to trial. Exile target creature with power 4 or greater. You go to jail. In you go, big guy. Watch your head. Nice quote. Has the Officer and the Twilight Panther, which is cute. And the big boy, here's the Resolute Watchdog. That's a good boy. Oh, I got an Electro Dominance. It's a sweet, sweet looking card. Very powerful. As long as you have the mana to use it. And if you're playing Gruul, you'll have the mana to use it. Because they've got the green. Yes, it is. Damage and a free card. Potential for a free card. Oh, yeah. Next deck. Pack. Cavalcade of Calamity. I've got all these 0/1s here. What do I do with them? Attack, stupid. But they're 0/1s. They're still going to do a point of damage as soon as you say they're going to attack. Really? Yes, because this is the Cavalcade of Calamity. Let the Dimir worry about witnesses, for the Rakdos screams count as applause. Essence Capture. Counter target creature spell and put a +1/+1 target. That's mean. Just take their soul out and put it on something else. Here's that fish crab. Here's a cat for all the people who want to make cat decks. Act of treason. Seen through Rakdos' eyes, a cruel betrayal is a hilarious stunt. Burn bright. And the Sage's Rosavant. The big boy. Nice. Nice sound effects. Nice clong. Nice dramatic sound for when she shows up in your pack. Damage that we're just... She's there to save your life, but if you don't want to, she can sit in the graveyard and then turn your life total to 10 if you want. Oh, I see. They got music cues. Oh, Gates Ablaze. Somebody was using that against me yesterday. Here's a Steepy Creepy. Frog Snake. Here's a kitty cat. Here's something that wants to be a giraffe someday. The Undercity Scavenger, who I think is munching on a moldy tomato. And the Rakdos Roustabout. That one has a bright future. Perfect instincts for the rhythm of mayhem. And the big guy. Ooh, I got 2 Electro Dominants. Oh boy. Gruel Locket. Titanic Brawl. Godzilla versus King Kong, in other words. The Territorial Boar. The presence of the strong will make you stronger. Ill-gotten inheritance. I like this card. Just sits there and pings, making everything happy. All the Rakdos love this card. Deals 2 damage to target creature. Eyes everywhere. I don't want this shield. I love the quote. Shh. Equipped creature gets +0/+3 and target. Oh my god, it's a mill shield. This is weird, a weird piece of tech here. Strange equipment. And the big boy. Pestilent Spirit. Instant and sorcery spells have Death Touch. Combine this with Cosmotronic Wave, and all your enemies go away. Its stench corrodes steel. Its miasma sickens angels. Its finality ends hope. It is a very nice card, especially for 3 mana. Sure, it's a little killable. But even if you did 1 damage to it, you'd be worried about somebody. Even if you were planning on doing damage to it, if you're playing this, you've got other spells that already do damage. You could probably outdraw them. Like that Fiery Cannonade. Next pack. Here's the Cult Guild Mage. I have never gotten good use out of a Guild Mage yet. Except for one that saved me for a couple turns by keeping a creature tapped. Here's the Combine Guild Mage. This is an interesting pack. 4 colors right there. Riot. There's a Burning Tree Vandal with Riot. Gravelhide Goblin doesn't have Riot, but he's pumpable. Here's the Steepy Creepy. And the big nasty. Ooh, Warrant Warden. Otherwise known as Please Mill Me. And here, have a creature. I like this because something is attacking you. You go, no. It goes on top of your owner's library, and then you go, mill that, please. And away it goes. Archway Angel again. I still haven't gotten the gate deck to work right. Galloping Lizrogs, Batman. But no, jokes aside, this is a nasty piece of work. You take counters away from other creatures, and you put twice that many on the Lizrog. That's just no. Here's a Titanic Brawl. Dead Rebels. Return spectacle cost of 2. That's nice. You're only as dead as you feel. Yeah, they're having a party. Slimebind. Oh, the Lizrog. Yeah, he's huge. He's got the frog mouth, and everything is running away. It's just like, stay back. What the fuck? Savage Smash. And the big boy. Oh dear. Jellyfish Hydra Beast. Oh dear. Frickin' huge. This is a powerful card. Havoc is a small price to pay for data. Are you sure about that? Well, it's nice to know I have one of these. Windstorm Drake. Resolute Watchdog. Good boy. Axebane Beast. Imagine a gigantic pine cone that's extremely territorial and always in a foul mood. It does look like a pine cone, so I'm not doubting that. Here's a Rafter Demon. The Spear Spewer. Impassioned Orator, which actually, every time I made a deck in Sealed, I wound up with one of these, and they're useful. Gaining that life. What's the big guy? Hallowed Fountain. That reminds me, I have to buy dual lands now. When I start making decks, I really need to make the dual lands. Drill bit. Never boring. He looks like he's having fun and has no idea what's about to come because he's blindfolded. I would argue that it's always boring, but that's another story. Battlebrand, giving Death Touch. Root Snare. Vizkopa Vampire. Watchful Giant. Code of Constraint. What does that do? Creature gets -4 till the end of turn. If I cast it during my main phase, I tap the creature and it doesn't untap. So it does two things. And you get to draw a card. That's not bad for 3 mana. Okay, what's the biggie? Come on, give me something good. Oh, another one of those things. Don't make me play blue-green, please. I like Rakdos. I like Rakdos. Give me good Rakdos cards. Here's a Rakdos Locket. Here's another Drill Bit. Target player reveals their hand. Green card. No, not the Merfolk deck. Gift of Strength. That looks like the Gift of Size to me. Somebody grew a centaur to the size of a dragon. Oh, and it gets reach. Definitely useful. Chillbringer. That locket looks like it's... If you put it on, it burns something onto your chest. Because it's smoking right now. It looks like they made it out of a hot coal and some metal. And the big nasty. I heard that this could be good. Whenever a creature an opponent controls becomes tapped, if it's not for attacking, I can draw a card. So all those elves, they're getting mana, you're getting cards. And you can tap creatures for an exorbitant fee. Windstorm Drake. These guys show up a lot. I think I might have 3 of each of these now. Rampaging Rendhorn. Deface. Oh, destroy target artifact or destroy a target creature with Defender. Look at that poor gargoyle. It is screaming. Here's that Burning Tree Vandal. Another one of these. The Gruul Locket. And the Big Bad. Wait. Yeah, it's pretty good. Especially for one red. But it doesn't do anything to enchantments. Still, red and blue are sort of mostly missing destroy enchantment cards. I think there's like one in black now, or one in red and black. In life it was a cunning survivor, fearless and quick. May its power pass to you who as you wear its skull. See, I don't know if that's actually what's on the card. I have to look it up because that's not even grammatically correct, and it's not even something that you would say if you were dumb and not grammatically correct. It is. It looks like a typo. Let me go to the Gatherer. Magic the Gathering's lookup card. Yeah, I never looked it up. The Gruul Locket. I knew it. This is a typo. The actual card says, may its power pass to you as you wear its skull. There is no who in there. It sounds petty, but it drives me crazy. Grammar Nazi. Maybe I'm a grammar Nazi. What's the big boy? Another Domri. So that's what he says. That who was bugging me out. Now I know. Now I have two Domris. And he's pretty nifty if you're playing Gruul. Ready to battle. Creatures you control get +1/+3, and you untap them. Terramander. Adapt 4. Becomes a 5/5 for 8 mana. Oh, but it becomes cheaper with each instant and sorcery in your graveyard. So you put this in a Drake's deck. He's getting a hug from Cthulhu. Isn't that cute? Okay, I think this is at least my fourth one of these. Prowling Caracal, Plague White. Ah, I finally get one of these. The mill rats. Yeah, you were there, Levolution, when I played Day 9, right? I sort of spread that around because it's hilarious. And the Big Bad. Ooh, Bedevil. Artifact, creature, or planeswalker. That's the card I was thinking of, so it doesn't kill enchantments. Gotcha. Carrion Imp. He pops up and gnaws on your graveyard. He's pretty. He looks a lot beefier than a 2/2, so adapting him makes sense. Skewer the critics. Night of Sorrows. Here's another drill bit. Here's a troll bred guard. Wait. Drill bit. Spectacle 1. Target player reveals their hand. Just any non-land card. That's nice. Oh, I love this card. It gave people no end of problems. Nobody ever sees ramp in white, and this is ramp in white. It does one of two things. It gives you more mana of any color, or it makes your opponent have to use two of their mana, so they're two steps behind. Sure, they can take a turn every once in a while and do all their full mana, but that gives you a mana. Orzhov Enforcer. You'll pay what you owe with your money or your life. Order. What does it say? In times of unrest, the crowd is eager for the comfort of strong convictions. Jeez, that's so true. In real life. And here's that. Azorius Knight Arbiter. Can't be blocked. Thanks to the magic in his Writ of Passage, alms beasts lumbered aside, anarchs bowed their heads, and even Rakdos acrobats rolled their spike wheels out of his way. It's like, I've got this. You see that? That means get the fuck out of my way. At least it's only 2 damage normally. Wrecking Beast. Get the point. Big guy. Ah, the Font of Agonies. Whenever you pay life. See, I don't pay a lot of life. Much less multiple times. There's another Knight Arbiter. Here's the Zertog Goblin. Sphinx of the Guild Pact. Steepy Creepy. Oh, here's the Feral Maka. Another kitty cat. I think he's a little, I think he costs about the same. Here's the quote for the Catacomb Crocodile.
I am Sewer King, said Rat. I am quick and cunning, and I know every tunnel.
No, I am king, said Zombie. I am cold and deadly, and no rot can harm me. Then Croc came and ate them both. We know who the real Sewer King is. Look, it's a Gateway Plaza. And the big boy, Hero of Precinct 1. It could be useful. Ooh, High Alert. This is the enchantment version of Arcades Sabbath. Arcades the Strategist. Everything hits with their butts, and defender creatures can attack. It's pretty nice. Sentinel's Mark. Wait, is there a quote on this? No. Sentinel's Mark. It's got Flash. Enchanted creature gets +1/+2 and has Vigilance. Addendum. When Sentinel's Mark enters the battlefield, if you cast it during your main phase, enchanted creature gains lifelink until the end of turn. So he gets +1/+2, Vigilance, and maybe lifelink. Nice. Here's the Oligarch. The rights of ghosts are strictly protected under Orzhov bylaws, and those who enforce them can count on the ghost's assistance. I think that used to be the case, but now your boss is a, I hate to say this, a ghost killer. So you can say goodbye to that little friendly assistance. thirsting shade. Your life is a blinding light, your breath a gale, your pulse a deafening drum. Be still. Be still. Nice. That's interesting. For some goods, the best couriers are the dead. Yeah, nobody wants to carry something noxious and corrosive around if they're a living. Humungulous. Creature, humunculus. You switch to U and an O and you put in a C instead of a G, and just funny. Applied biomancy. Target gets +1/+1 till the end of turn, or return target creature to its owner's hand. So it's like, my creature gets +1/+1, and your creature, you can have that back in your hand, please. Yeah, all those counters, they're not there anymore. That's 3 Hydroid Crisis. 3 of a mythic rare. I'm getting a lot of mythic rares in my first 30 packs. Last pack. Hello, Lost in Kiev. Welcome. Flames of the Razebore. Deals 4 damage to target a creature an opponent controls. Then it does 2 damage to each other creature that player controls if you control a creature with power 4 or greater. And there's a high alert again. I can make a wall deck. Grotesque Demise. Sphinx's Insight. Consigned to the Pit. That's expensive. That's expensive. First, your whole life flashes before your eyes. Then you have considerable time to reflect on every single regret as you plummet. Okay, my final rare. Warrant Warden. Pretty nice. I will refrain from making a mill deck, because mill decks are too easy now. Way too easy. So, I've got enough gold gems to get in the sealed a couple times. Let's see what I can do. Let's see what my rares are. Sphinx of Foresight. Ah, this is the one where if he shows up in your first 7 cards, you get to scry. Nice. Judith. Yay, I got a Judith. She's awesome. Oh, Biomancer's familiar. Does he have a Kaya's Wrath? Destroy all creatures? Kaya can convene the meeting of the Obzedat. Oh, Teysa convened the meeting of the Obzedat. Kaya ended it. So she murdered the ruling ghosts of the Orzhov clan and took their place. Ah, I had 27 packs at 1,000 gold each, and 3 packs with the code. Rampage of the Clans. Destroy all artifacts and enchantments. For each permanent destroyed this way, its controller creates a 3/3 green centaur creature token. Yeah, play Allegiance. Lumbering Battlements. Oh yeah, everybody hop on. Okay. All these lovely rares, almost none of them go together. So I have to come up with my own deck strategy. Let's look at the uncommons. I didn't get any of these. I'm sad. These are nice. Wait, I got one now. Thanks to this sealed. Awesome. Here's that code of constraint. Swirling torrent. Put the target creature on top of its library and or return to its owner's hand. Expensive as hell, though. Here's the drill bit. Spire Mangler. Rumbling Ruin. Gruul Beastmaster. Senate Guild Mage. Gaining 2 life for 1 mana is not bad. There's the High Alert. Fireblade Artist. Hey, you got lands. That's cool. I got 1 land in my all my cards. Lands are the most important things. Because without the dual lands, your deck's going to run too slow. Or at least it's going to run slower than with them. Less chance of running out of one of the colors of mana you're using. Fireblade Artist is nice. And a Fire Wheeler. Combine Guild Mage. Oh, I got a Sharkle Crab. In Unglued, the first of the unsets of Magic the Gathering, way back in the 90s, there was a card called Rock Lobster. Yes. Yes, it was named after the song, if anybody remembers it. Okay. And the Junk Troller. It trolls people. Hey, wait, that's my boot. And it goes, then runs away going, no. Okay, let's look at the commons. Twilight Panther. This will kill a big creature. I got 3 of these. That's good against Gruul. Exposed to daylight. Civic Stalwart. Elephant Soldier. So when he shows up, everybody gets a +1/+1. What's this quote? These are your streets. Defend them. This is your neighborhood. Honor it. This is your city. Save it. I can't imagine that what an elephant soldier would sound like. I mean, maybe he'd sound kind of nasally because, you know, trunk. Clear the mind. Arrester's Admonition. Return target creature to its owner's hand. With an addendum. Ah, this is a sorcery. Shimmer of Possibility. Look at the top 4. This is just a great card. costs as much as those green cards where you go looking for a creature or a land. But this just says, put one of them into your hand. Anything you need. And I like the picture with that guy who shows up only in the reflection. He's got to be Demir. Nobody knows he's there. Ooh, here's the mill counter. I forgot they had a mill counter too. I can think of no greater punishment than answering your question in full. This is the picture that is the epitome of mind blown. This is the other name they could have called this. Mind blown. Thought collapse. Here's a skitter eel. Skitter, skitter. Chomp, chomp. Prying eyes. Wait, let me see if I can do this with a cup. Because I swear this is probably supposed to sound like Bane.
Citizen, your crime has been recorded. Cease movement and await arrest, or further penalties will be immediately imposed.
Okay, at the end I went kind of RoboCopy, but you know what I mean. Blue seems to be a good color so far. Not gruel, then die. Skewer those critics. Rubble reading. Gruel oracles see omens in all forms of destruction. The entrails of a maca's prey, the flight of vultures over a battlefield, the scattering of toppled stone. That's funny. Here's that spike wheel acrobat. They like playing with fire, these. Acrobats. Like the hackrobat likes playing with knives. So he's a 5/2. That's not so bad for a 3 mana if you can spectacle him. This chick's obviously a nut. Gift of strength. Root snare, Titanic brawl, Senate Griffin. I got a feeling I'm going to be playing Simic. Okay, let's look at Simic. I got a nice wall. Clear the mind. Arrested admonition to put things back. Okay. Yes. Yes, you get to keep all the cards that you open up in the sealed events and the draft events when draft is open for Allegiance. Code of Constraint. Shimmer Possibility is just awesome. Quench is a counter. That's kind of weak. It's like there's another one. It's another card that only does that with 1 mana. He debuffs, makes things smaller. That's nice. So does this. So here's the Skitter Eel. He's nice. Counter spell. Prying Eyes is too expensive. 6 mana. Too expensive. Sphinx is cool. Swirling Torrent is too expensive. For now. Well, thanks for the follow, One Manco. Welcome to the Minion Army. I'm the Computer King. And you're following me now. And oh yeah. Thanks for the follow, Lost in Kiev. Welcome to the Minion Army yourself. Gift of Strength makes things bigger. Root Snare in case... Wow, that's a lot of root snares. People are going to not like me. Axebane Beast is pretty good for 4 mana. Gift of Strength is cool. That's cool. Rampage of the Clans is just interesting. Roll Beastmaster. Another target creature you control gets +X/+0. He's a little expensive for what he does. But he's got Riot. So he comes into this 3/3. I made him. I wasn't paying attention. Where are them Simic cards? Here we go. Biomass is familiar. Abilities become cheaper. Combine Guildmage. Nice. Growth Spiral. Extra cards, extra land. And an Aeromunculus. I'll also put the Simic Guildgate in there, put the Locket in, and the Shark the Crab, and I'll see about removing something. I can remove one of those 3 Root Snares and one of the 2 Fairy Duelists. Okay. Simic is not my thing, so let's see how this works out. I'm keeping it. I can cast 3 spells. If I don't draw a land by that point, I was really screwed. And if I draw a land on my second turn, or if I have an extra land on my second turn, I can always cast this and put it down. I'll be a land ahead. Well, hello, O King. Ah, look, an extra land. So I do that. I growth spiral. I draw a card. I put a land down. I'm ahead. I save this for when things get tough. No. Well, I'll put these down because I need blockers. And this takes away 4 of your cards. That's 1/10 of your deck. What you got, Oking? Erking? Gruul have Riot. Riot give +2/+2. +1/+1. I'm sending in the Guild Mage. Nah. Nice, you got 5. So you... Oh, you've got one too, huh? Um... I'm having a creature problem. Gonna attack? No? Maybe if I stop drawing land. How many under here? 9. 9 out of 17. What are the chances I'm going to draw another one out of 25 cards? Hey, you're dying faster than me, pal. Oh, I have to discard a card. Oh, the horror. How many land am I going to draw? Ten lands out of 17. I have 24 cards here. Attack with the Rafter Demon, why don't you? Aha. It's okay. At least I made him use a kill spell. Come on. Come on, O King. Four, five. Okay. You got embiggening stuff? Come on. Electro Dominance. And Scorch Mark. So there goes two of my creatures. Okay. Better get your last hit in. I don't know which is better. Using Rampage of the Clans on your opponent, that when your opponents have more enchantments out, or when you do. Who are you buffing? Just one of those, really? Oh, now you show it, huh? Haste. He put haste on it. Oh, I'm done. That does nothing. I will have to say he took a long time to kill someone with a Gruul deck. Oh, actually, it was Gruul and Rakdos. So I guess time to change deck. They need a clear all cards button. All right. Let's see what we got in multicolor. Heh, that shark the crab though. Okay, let's take a look at Rakdos to start off with. I didn't click on the Arynx. Ah. I got 3 Thirsting Shades. Drill Bit. Mangler. Do I have any? Firewielder has a 4. Yep. Yay, Crocodile. Consigned to the pit. He's sure big, but is he 6 mana big? I'm not sure. Let's put the spear spewer in there. Scorch Mark. Skewer them critics. And the Acrobat. And I got a couple of Rakdos Guild Gates. Well, what card type are you talking about? There are. There is. Go to the sorting hat. It's the thing with the... up at the top, you know, where you can click on whether it's black, green, red, white, multicolor, that's the gold one, artifact, that's the diamond, cards you don't own, that's the spiky one, and the last one. Click on that last one. I can't remember the words. Say hello to my thirsty shade. No problem. Trumpeter. I'm guessing the enemy doesn't see that chain to let them know that I have a spectacle card in my hand. Exile, huh? What's the question, Revolution? No, because that doesn't do any damage to them. Pestilent Spirit. The Pestilent Spirit gives your spells Death Touch, which means that if they do damage to a creature, it dies. Sleep doesn't do any damage, therefore it doesn't kill. Plenty of black cards that do damage, yeah. But blue, not so much. It would help if I could draw some mana this time. This time it's giving me no mana. Bye-bye, Grasping Thrall. Bye-bye, Spear Spewer. No, you can't. No, it doesn't kill the player. Hey, thanks for the follow, Chris Clay. Nice to see you. How are things at WotC? Thank you guys again for giving me something interesting. What do you do, Priestess? Oh, you don't have any other creatures to... Yeah. I might as well put it out there. Ooh, doing 2 damage to me a turn instead of 1. Oh, and gaining 2 life instead of 1. I think that'll totally counteract my I think someone has given up. Scara? Are you... You better start using up that, oh, yeah. Better use one of these to take my life, sir. Glad to hear things stabilized. Is your computer working again, Chris Clay? Yep, that's what he needs to do. Oh, you're dead. You're dead, son. Yeah, OBS can be a pain sometimes. But it might be eating up too much of your CPU. Sometimes it decides it wants to do that. That's... If you don't want to cast a spell or activate an activity, you can pass priority with the space bar. Yifan. Yiffin. I got the mana. I got the spewer. I got the trumpeter. I got the blade juggler. I'm all set. 1, 2, 3. Unless they kill the spear spewer and the Rakdos trumpeter. Your turn. Yeah, that's what it does. Don't kill my trumpeter. Oh, yeah. -1, -1. Ha! I wasn't thinking. And he sends the Plague White. No blocks. I did a stupid, so therefore I'm going to probably lose at the end of this. Then I skewer the critics. Then I force him to get rid of his Plague White. Then I hit him. There. That's more like it. Had to catch up. Whew. Uh-oh. He's got his third color. Good, good, good. I will kill your Debtor's Transport with a Juggler. Because 2 1/1s are a lot easier to handle than a 5/3. And you don't have any tappers in black, red, and white. So unless you destroy it outright. No? Excellent. So I send these out, and either he blocks one, or he doesn't block one. If he blocks one, oh, he's looking for something to do. He's looking for a destruction spell. He's really hoping. There we go. There goes the debtor's transport. It turns into 2 1/1s. And I have a Plague Wight. So in 2 turns he's dead unless he... Well, they don't have lifelink. In 2 turns he's dead. Unless he comes up with some way of gaining life or killing my creatures. And if he had a way of doing that, he would have done it last turn, instead of sacrificing his 5/3. I don't care how nifty these guys are, unless he's got something to make them bigger. Nope. And they both die. As soon as you click on OK, they all both get -1/-1 and die. Come on. Oh, come on. Oh, darn. And she turns into 2 flying 1/1s. Should I destroy one? He sends all 4? If only it had haste, it would be really nasty. Just this 4/1 thing flying in. Oh, that got rid of that. Now you hit me for 4. Oh, he had 1 too. Damn it. Well, this doesn't help me. If I'd had that the same turn I had the Spire Mangler, it would have been nice. Because I would have gained 4 life. I'm just hoping for. Here comes 3. I'm not using the Spear Spewer anymore. Don't draw land. Don't draw land. Well, that doesn't help me at all. Good game. There we go. Game over. Okay. What are my weird ass? Kill 15 of your opponent's creatures. Yeah. Cast 20 blue or green spells. And cast 20 white or green spells. Okay. Interesting. Resume this. Time to change decks. It was going pretty well. Alright, what's left? White doesn't have very many cards. And notice most of the cards that I've come up against are little weenies. So, the one card I have a bunch of, not so useful. Those who intrude upon the Dimir seldom remember that they have done so. Yep, GG Revolution. Let's see, if I put the Weenie Killer in there, I put the Pumper in, all 3 of them. I'll put a Drill Bit in. The Spire Mangler's a good surprise. Undercity's Embrace is still pretty good. Blade Juggler is only good if you can get the Spectacle cost. Whereas Drill Bit is still good. Hello, Kitty. What are you doing? Emma says hi, don't you? Why don't you go for a walk? Good girl. Consigned to the Pit is too expensive. Debtor's Transport is too expensive. Let's see. Actually, Spirit Spewer was pretty good and helpful. I'm going to see if I can do a 3-color. Why not? You guys are lucky the camera's not pointed a little bit further that way. You'd have cat butt in your face. She's right here, purring and getting scratched. No. That's just useful. So is that. Okay, down you go. I have 2 skewer to critics. He allows me to draw cards. Skipping the spike wheel. Yes? No, really. You might not have heard that, but she said meow. How many creatures in this? 7. I need more creatures, less spells. Gruul would normally be for that, but notice my green is kind of lacking. Let's look in the color. I'm already using red and black. Let's look into multicolors of those. Fireblade Artist. I can sacrifice my own creatures. Not so good with you right now. Judith is when my creatures die, which isn't bad. Except for people keep exiling things. She's a maybe. Rakdos Firewheeler is 2 mana color specific there. Oh dear, I am low on green red. How about white, black and red? Vampire's good. Especially one with lifelink. Final payment, there's additional cost, but no. Kaya's Wrath is 2 white heavy, 2 color specific heavy. He did well, except for his I screwed up. Okay. I put Judith in. Wait, do I have any artifacts? A junk controller. It's a 0/6. That's a pretty good wall. Just give all my creatures +2/+0 is nice, but for 3, I don't think I think it costs too much. I will take it though. Why not? At 5/2 for 3 can kill a lot of things. Crocodile is nice. I'm making the same deck. Stop it. I mean, in theory, it's strong. In theory, it's strong, but let's see what I got in green. Very little. White is very little as well with this. But with white, I've also got, turn the green off, Azuria stuff out the yin yang. We'll see how you behave, Luxfy. You left after the last time. And I don't know why you do what you do. It was highly inappropriate. Really. Let's see the Senate Griffin. Clear the Mind. Shimmer Possibility is a great card. Thought Collapse is nice. Skitter Eel is just weird. Hey, Rusty, how you doing? And that's 40. Last chance. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Got the 11 hours of streaming in yesterday. Well, right now I'm playing Magic the Gathering Arena. You play that? It's an oxygen tubing. Well, always had this. I've got breathing problems and heart problems, so this is a must. Oh, I've had health problems for a long time. I mean, I started streaming last year, 2017. In December. January of 2018, I got sick and I was in rehab for a month. So, yeah, physical rehab, that is. Hey, why didn't it... I said this and this. What the hell happened? You should have exiled both of them. Huh. I'll be okay, Rusty. Hello, White Tiger, by the way, on Mixer. Not a girl. Supervillain. I identify as Supervillain. Since it doesn't hurt anybody, I figured I'd attack. It doesn't even tap anybody. He's finally gonna hit me. There, that's the way it was supposed to work. Ooh, an Archway Angel. You gain 2 life. Oh, that's great. So you got 2 flyers. I've got a big monster. That's right, hit me for 5. Next turn, you'll hit me for 8. But meanwhile, I'll be smashing down your walls. So there goes your wall. Oh, that's nice. I don't have any flyers, so... Unless I draw something miraculous. Hits me for 8, I'm down to 5. No blockers, though. No blockers for the... and he takes something away. I'm quitting because all he has to do is attack with the 2 flyers we got. He had 2 of the 3 flyers he has, and I'm dead. All right, 3 packs and a paltry 400 crystals. All right. Let's see what I got in those packs. Scorch Mark, Civic Stalwart, Arrester's Zeal. You can give flying if you do it on a main turn. That's nice. Getting a hug from Cthulhu. Stony Strength. Untap that creature. Sky Tether. Let's see, I like these. Angelic Exaltation? Never attacks alone. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, it's a... You send one guy out, it's usually suicide. Except now. And the big one... Oh, okay, Rampage of the Clans. Next up, Slimebind, ew. Arrester's Zeal. Rubble Slinger, Sage's Row Savant, Cerulli Caretaker, and Zerta Goblin. And the big bastard? Ah, Dual Land. Dual Land are useful. Sin is debt, and absolution is paid in tithes of blood and gold. Final one. Spikebill Acrobat, Night Arbiter. Ooh, ill-gotten inheritance. Root Snare, Watchful Giant, Wilderness Reclamation, otherwise known as I Like Instance, Cult Guild Mage, and a rare wild card. Ooh, so nice. I know it's been a short night, but I'm still partially tired from last night, and I want to see if I can get up to gumption to get some last couple of things I need done around here. Really, I'm not feeling that great. So, until tomorrow, have a good night, but never forget to stay evil.